Hari Om kids! This month, Shraddha Paksha is from 17th September to 2nd October. Therefore, today's Ba Sanskar is focused on Shraddha Karma. A great specialty of Indian culture is that it not only reveals how to improve human life through various rituals while alive, but even after death, it describes the rituals for the liberation of the living being. The creatures going through Pitrayan's path proceed to Chandralok through the Pitralok path. In Chandralok, they survive by drinking nectar. This nectar continues to wane with the moon's phases in Krishna Paksha. Therefore, food should be provided to the descendants during Krishna Paksha, which is why arrangements have been made for Shraddha and Pindan. It is written in the scriptures that Pitru Tarpan must be performed on the new moon day. Supporters of modern ideology and atheism may doubt, how can the food donated here reach the ancestors? Indian currency, the rupee, can be bought in the form of $1 in America and £1 in London, and the American dollar can be bought in the form of a yen in Japan and dinar in Dubai. If small man-made governments of this world can convert currencies in this way, then what is surprising in the fact that Bhagwan's all-powerful government should make the things offered by you in Shraddha suitable for your ancestors and make it reach to them? A person of Hindu religion not only serves his living parents, but even after their death, he feels for their welfare and tries to complete their incomplete auspicious works. Shraddha Vidhi is based on this feeling. Every person has debt to Bhagwan, debt to ancestors, and debt to his sages. By performing Shraddha, one is freed from the debt of the ancestors. By offering Yajna to the Devtas, one is freed from debt to Bhagwan. By adopting the thoughts and ideals of sages and saints in one's life, propagating them, and behaving with respect, one becomes free from the Rishi's debt. You should perform this Shraddha to fulfill your duty towards those who have made you worthy by putting in so much blood and sweat throughout your life, by giving you so many resources and values, for the happiness of those ancestors, for the happiness of Bhagwan, and for the purification of your heart. Children, you too must perform the Shraddha rituals of your ancestors during the Shraddha Paksha days. Support your father and elder brothers in whatever Shraddha rituals they perform. Let's start today's Ba Sanskar session by remembering Pujya Gurudev.
Now all children will hum Omkar. Hari Now it is time for Ganesh Stuti.
ॐ गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बो फलचारुभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् अभिप्रेतार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं पूजितो यः सुरासुरैः सर्वविघ्नच्छिदेव तस्मै श्रीगणाधिपतये नमः.
I worship Lord Ganesh, who has the face of an elephant, is served by celestial beings, and enjoys the taste of fruits like wood apple and jamun. I bow to Lord Vigneshwar, the son of Goddess Uma, who destroys all sorrows and whose lotus feet I revere. To achieve desired objectives, Lord Ganesh is worshipped by both gods and demons. I salute that Lord of the Ganas who removes all obstacles. Now, children, we will do Tratak. Tratak increases our concentration and memory power. Hari Om kids, now it's time for the story. Liberation of Ghosts by Shraddha. In the Bhavishya Puran, there is a story about a merchant who got separated from his companions in a desert while traveling. Troubled by hunger and thirst, he wandered the desert. In the desert, he encountered a group of ghosts, one sitting on the shoulder of another ghost, with the rest of the ghosts serving the one sitting on the shoulder. Despite feeling scared, the merchant kept his courage, and the ghost sitting on the shoulder asked the merchant, "How did you reach here in the desert? No living human can live here." I had left with my companions for business, but I had lost my path and my companions too. I'm very hungry and thirsty, and I'm wandering here and there in search of water. Please wait for a while. You will benefit. The ghost left, and the merchant waited. After a while, the ghost returned and gave curd rice and water to the merchant. The merchant ate and felt satisfied. Then the ghost fed other ghosts as well, finally eating the remaining portion itself. The merchant asked the ghost king, "How did you become ghosts in such a remote place?" The ghost king replied, "Earlier I was an evil-minded businessman. I never fed the hungry, nor quenched the thirst of the thirsty due to greediness, but fed traders instead. Once I went on a pilgrimage with a Brahmin on occasion of Dwadashi in the month of Bhadrapad, Shravan Nakshatra. There we bathed and fasted according to the rituals. After some time I died, and being an atheist, I was born as a ghost. Those fellow sinners who had stolen the wealth of other Brahmins also got ghosthood. Among them were adulterers, and some were traitors to their masters, and some were traitors to their friends. They have become my servants, since I fed them with food and drink. O great man, to liberate these ghosts, you should go to Gaya and perform Shraddha by uttering their names and Gotra, their lineage, the name of their ancestral race." Saying this, the ghost king got liberation from the ghost body by his selfless service and virtue, and went to the celestial realm, sitting in a divine plane. The businessman went to Gaya Tirtha and performed the Shraddha rituals to liberate each of those ghosts. Shortly, each ghost would appear to him in his dream and say, "O great man, your Shraddha performed by chanting the name of Bhagwan has freed me from ghosthood." Afterward, all the ghosts were freed from ghosthood. The merchant returned home, and on the occasion of Shravan Dwadashi of the month of Bhadrapad, he worships Devtas with discipline. He did kirtan, meditation, listened to satsang with sincere thought and contemplation, and donated a cow. Doing this every year, he attained the high state which is rare for humans. So, see children, performing Shraddha can lead to liberation, even for creatures trapped in lower life forms. So Shraddha must be performed diligently.
What to do and what not to do during Shraddha Paksha. During Shraddha Paksha, one should recite the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita daily, along with its significance. The merit of this recitation should be offered to one's ancestors, which leads to their spiritual progress. On the day of Shraddha, don't invite any special guests. If you do, you'll end up focusing on them instead of your ancestors, and that might upset them. It is believed that ancestors could feel disrespected and become unhappy if you got too distracted. The day before Shraddha, you should invite good and respected Brahmins. If a holy Brahmin visits your home on the day of Shraddha, you should also offer them food. During Shraddha, you should avoid anger and rushing. While serving food, speak kindly and say, "Dear respected ones, please eat as much as you like." You should not describe the food items to the Brahmins while they are eating. Foods like garlic, carrots, and onions are not allowed during the Shraddha ritual. At the end of Shraddha, when giving donations, you should hold black sesame seeds, barley, and kusha grass with water in your hands while offering the donation to the Brahmin. This ensures that the blessings and benefits reach your ancestors. Otherwise, demons may take a share of it. During the Shraddha period, to satisfy the ancestors, you should chant the following mantra daily.
देवताभ्यः पितृभ्यश्च महायोगीभ्य एव च नमः स्वधायै स्वाहायै नित्यमेव भवन्त्युत.
Meaning we bow to all the deities, ancestors, and great yoginis. We offer our respects to Shraddha and Swaha. They all grant eternal blessings.
Quiz. Competition. Now's the turn of the knowledge and science competition. You will be asked a question and the answer will have 4 options. You need to give the correct answer in 10 seconds. The question is, what kind of charity had Karna neglected, due to which even after his death he had to return to earth to fulfill it? The options are A. Land donation, B. Food donation, C. Donation, D. Gold donation. The correct answer to the question will be disclosed at the end of the session.
Questionnaire. What are the consequences of not performing Shraddha rituals? According to Garud Puran, those who hear the Shraddha rituals but do so with disbelief fall into a deep hell surrounded by darkness, becoming atheists. Sons who bring grief to their parents or act disrespectfully towards them are born with physical disability. It is believed that those who do not perform the Shraddha rituals do not go to the realm of ancestors, Pitralok, but go to the realm of spirits, Pretlok. Just as a calf in a cowshed can locate its mother among hundreds of cows, similarly, during the Shraddha ritual, the offerings and mantras reach the specific being or soul, wherever it resides, regardless of the number of different life forms it may take. The names, lineage, and mantras offered during Shraddha reach that soul's destination, even if it is in various yonis, life forms. These offerings in Shraddha satisfy them. Lord Brahma himself has established the tradition of such Shraddha rituals. On the day of Amavasya, new moon, the spirits of the ancestors stand at the doorstep of the house in a subtle form, yearning for Shraddha offerings. They remain there until sunset, tormented by hunger and thirst. After the sunset, disappointed and with heavy hearts, they leave for their respective realms. Therefore, performing Shraddha on Amavasya is crucial. If the sons and relatives perform the Shraddha and engage in acts of charity and pilgrimage on behalf of their departed ancestors, they gain the right to reside with them in the realm of Brahma. They never experience hunger or thirst and are always content. Hence, it is a duty of a knowledgeable person to perform the Shraddha rituals diligently and according to tradition.
Glory of Indian culture. Scientific explanation of Shraddha. Compared to other months, the moon remains the closest to the earth during Shraddha days. For this reason, its power of attraction has a special impact on the earth and living beings. During this time, the subtle body creatures are satisfied with the portion of the pind and are sent to the ancestral world. At the time of Shraddha, kush is placed on the earth, and rice, barley, sesame, milk, honey, basil leaves, etc. are put over the pindas. Rice and barley have cooling properties, sesame and milk contain heat properties, and basil leaves contain both types of energy. During the Ved mantras, the energy of honey combines with the power of other offerings. The kush won't allow the current or atomic flow of the pindas to reach earth. The divine energy generated by honey is received by the ancestors and Bhagwan through the mindful power of the person performing the Shraddha, due to which the ancestors feel content.
Questionnaire. Get ready for the questionnaire. What is Shraddha? What is the importance of Shraddha ritual in Indian culture? What debts does every person have? How does one become free from debt? In the story, due to which sin did this previous life merchant become a ghost in the desert? In the story, how were all ghosts liberated? What is the scientific basis of Shraddha? What things should be kept in mind while performing Shraddha? What lesson do we learn from today's story? What is the consequence of not performing Shraddha rituals? Narayan, 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 Narayan. With this, today's Sanskar Kendra concludes. We will meet again next week with a new knowledge-enhancing topic. Until then, Hari Om. The correct answer to the question is B. Karna had donated money but neglected the donation of food. Hence, after his death, he got a lot of money but no material to satisfy his hunger was given to him. When Karna prayed to Yamraj, Yamraj gave him consent to go to earth for 15 days. After coming to earth, he first donated food, satisfied the sages, saints, poor and Brahmins with food and water, and also performed Shraddha rituals. Then, when he returned to the celestial realm, with all regards he was offered food.